Beware of men. Jesus is sending out the 12 disciples for the first time. He's giving them their mission, their authority, their instructions, and right in the middle of commissioning them, he says something that should have permanently recalibrated how they operated. Beware of men, for they will deliver you over to courts and flog you in their synagogues. Matthew 10:17. Not a distant enemy, not a foreign power. Men, people, the very ones the disciples were being sent to reach. This warning is not cynicism dressed in spiritual language. Jesus is not telling his disciples to become isolated, suspicious, or relationally closed. What he is dismantling is the dangerous tendency to place ultimate trust in human structures, human validation, and human institutions because every one of them, without exception, is capable of betrayal. The courts he mentions weren't pagan courtrooms. The synagogues he names were the houses of God. The very systems built to protect and nurture the people of God became instruments of their persecution. That's not incidental, that's the warning. We ignored it by building our faith on institutions instead of Christ. We trusted denominations to guard doctrine and watched them compromise it quietly over decades. We trusted Christian celebrities to model discipleship and watched scandal after scandal expose what was underneath. We trusted the systems, the boards, the bylaws, the accountability structures, and discovered that systems built by men carry all the fractures of men. And when those institutions finally cracked, entire congregations didn't just lose their church, they lost their faith, because somewhere along the way, the two had become the same thing. Jesus never told us not to be in community. He never told us to distrust everyone around us. He told us not to make men our foundation. And the difference between those two things is everything. When your faith is rooted in Christ alone, the failure of a man is painful, but it is not fatal. When your faith is rooted in a man, his fall takes you with him. That is exactly what happened, and the casualties are still being counted.